Now I'm just gonna do it to YouTube and see how that goes. But yep, it's your boy Rizzy. The Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix gameplay. This is the second visit.
Back off.
To, I believe this is the Mulan level. I believe this is Mulan level. Everybody is really not, they're not doing health-wise, so we're just gonna help them out. And I'm not gonna talk during the cutscenes, but I'm gonna talk like when we're not doing anything other than playing gameplay. So, and also I'm gonna talk when they have dialogue like this. So. And then I'm not going to skip no cutscenes or anything like that. Just going to play it out. And for those of you who've never played Kingdom Hearts 2, whether this is going to be a live stream, I'm not going to spoil anything because I guess you pretty much have lost out on the last 10 years. I don't know what you've been doing with your life for the last 10 years. Maybe you were too young to play the game or not. Either way, I'm not putting any spoilers out there. This is also prod mode. I'm running on prod mode, so this isn't really like one of the easy modes. This isn't like some easy crap. This is like, this is a beginner, I'll tell you that. This is, I've died, especially on some bosses that you wouldn't have thought I would have died on because I took them for granted. And I'm like, okay, they're taking a lot of health. Taking a lot of health from me. But that's okay. That's okay. I gotta get my skills back up. So right here, this is the second visit, and if since none of you know, this is when you fight Riku the first time. If you don't know who Riku is, I'm sorry, but yeah, you fight Riku for the, fight Riku in the mountaintop, and Sora's like realizing, he's like thinking like, yo, is that Riku because you had his Keyblade from the first game?
Open up!
So now he's trying to piece the puzzles together. Because one, he asked the king what happened to Riku. King was like, yeah, he ain't gonna tell him. So, this is when Sora has to pretty much find out for himself what happened to Riku. Because King Mickey and Sun the Wise, Diz, they know what happened to Riku. But also, if you play the beginning of the game, if you've never played Kingdom Hearts ever, and you just went off the fact that and also went off the fact that, yeah, I've never played this game, but if you read, like if you watch the cutscenes, you'll see like, okay, I understand who Riku is. And it looks like we have organization member Zigbar, who was also in Birth by Sleep, for those that don't know.
Riku?
No, never heard of him.
I just love this game, man. This is like one of my favorite games of all time. The story's a little convoluted, a little bit snapped out. It's very complex. The entire series is very complex. Most people don't understand all the intricate parts. It's not even the big plot hole. Like the huge story. Let's say, I forgot Mickey. That's probably the reason why everyone's dying, because nobody gonna get you out. You can start hearing everybody. There we go. Anyway, so as I was saying, you know, Kingdom Hearts 2 is very complicated as far as story-wise goes, because there's so many different subplots, there's so many plot twists, and there's so many different details that aren't told to you, especially if you haven't played all the games. So by the time Kingdom Hearts 2 comes around, there has been a lot of stuff that has happened that Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 don't even explain. You really don't even figure out what is even in the game, Kingdom Hearts 2, unless you play Final Mix. Because in the original game, none of the certain cutscenes that you see, like you have Zigbar talking to Zexen about Xehanort, or Zeniths going to the room of repose and talking to Armor, who is with his Aqua's armor, and then he's talking about how in Castle Oblivion, which was Land of Departure and Birth by Sleep, which was turned into Land of Departure by Aqua after she lost Terra, and then he lost his heart when he gave it to Sora after defeating Vantius, and his heart was pretty much, you know, he had to sleep. He had to go to sleep, and he threw his heart into Sora. That's why Sora can use 2 Keyblades. Those of you who didn't know that, and that's why Rockets can use 2 Keyblades. But also Sora is more of a conduit to a lot of people. He's a conduit to Kairi, Xion, well, I'll say Kairi and Ventus, but there are a couple of more people that are conduits from Sora. They don't explain that until later on, like 3DS, but in Kingdom Hearts 2, there's a lot of, like, by the time Kingdom Hearts 2 comes around, which would have been 11 years after Birth by Sleep, there's a lot of things that happen in Birth by Sleep that people that aren't explained in Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, which is why the story is so weird, because Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2 don't even explain what happened in Birth by Sleep. And then later on, they give a reason why, oh, we didn't mention this because this wasn't going on, and we didn't know that they were still, you know, like Mickey didn't mention Ventus, Terra, and Aqua not one time in either of the Kingdom Hearts games. And the only time he mentions them is like at the end of 3DS when they actually see the original Xehanort forming his original Organization 13. Like, he's like, I thought somebody took care of you, and blah 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 blah. I thought he told him to take care of you, 10 years ago, blah, blah, blah. He never mentions anything to anyone. And then at the end of 2.8, I said 2.8, 0.8, he's like, yeah, I did mention it to Riku that Aqua was right there in the realm of darkness when you closed the door, because I just don't know. Like, yeah, bro, come on, man. You could have, like, if they would have explained the entire story up until this part, I would have been a lot happier. But the story is very convoluted at this point because they don't really explain anything. And there's so many things going on at one time, you don't know. But it's very confusing if you don't read up on it, if you don't play it over again, because you will miss certain parts, you'll miss certain things. So I just, you know, for future references, if you're going to make a video game, at least put the entire story in the games. So, it's just one thing, you know, that's one of my gripes for the Kingdom Hearts series, is that they don't explain much of anything. The original 2 games, they don't really explain much of anything, which is kind of sad, because they really could have, you know, like, they could have had the story, like, fleshed out a lot more had they done that. The story would have been fleshed out a lot more. There could have been more, you could have actually felt the weight of, like, oh wow, like Sora really, like, has, like, he really does have the world on his shoulders, because, like, he has to fight not only for the people that have to go against Heartless, he has to fight against an even bigger threat than Organization 13, who is Xehanort himself, who created Organization 13 to be his vessels, so he can create Kingdom Hearts himself. Especially after the Keyblade was destroyed. And then you have the story of Key, which adds even more lore. So now people are like, okay, there's a lot going on. So it's a lot. There's a lot of stuff going on in this entire franchise. But I mean, I still love Kingdom Hearts 2 for what it is, what it gave me, and what it's doing. You know, what it still does. It's still a very relevant game to this day. Kingdom Hearts 2, it still plays well, especially since they've HD'd it up and they've ported it over to the PS4, which should have been needed. And it's, you know, and also, we can keep it real, it's also a cash grab from Square Enix. So I'll just keep it real. It's a cash grab from Square Enix. Yeah. You're right. You know, it is a cash grab from Square Enix. Kingdom Hearts. There was them redoing Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and everything like that all over again. It's a cash grab. That's fine. Give me a second chance. also learn to save. It's also good to save some of your lives a little bit. Oh god. Move out of the way.
Mulan, I'm back.
Oh. Come on. Sorry guys, but I'm definitely not okay. You gotta do that thing. Oh, okay. You gotta do it. Look at him. Come on. Oh, good. Run. Got him. On top of the head.
Way to go!
Once again, you have served China well. It would please me to reward you. What is it that you wish?
Well, you say a guy in black came to see you. What did he say?
That is all you request?
Yes.
Dragons have crossed our land and left a great web of paths. These dragons wield much power, and they are the source of many gifts to both man and nature. But it would seem someone of evil intent disturbed one of our dragons and transformed it into what you call a heartless. It is my belief that this young man came to warn me of that danger. Then I could alert and prepare my troops.
Did you?
I was about to, but he told me the situation had changed.
He said 3 wise guys had arrived, and they would take care of things.
That's gotta be Riku.
But what's he doing hanging out with Organization 13?
No idea. But at least I finally know he's okay. That's good enough.
Yeah, that's good.
Now then, Famula, do you have a request?
I'd like Shen. I mean, what? The captain.
Yes, yes, my dear, what is it?
Could the captain have a vacation, please?
I hardly expected such humble requests. In this case, I'm afraid I must refuse. Captain Lee's responsibility is to protect the Emperor. And yet, Mulan,
Yes.
would you like to serve alongside him and protect him?
What?
Two reeds together are stronger than one. But the choice is yours alone.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
This nigga sore. This nigga miss his lady. I know how that be, man. But he been sticking it out though, yo. Like Strawberry he been chilling, yo. He ain't been fucking with I'm sorry. He ain't been messing with other females. You know what I'm saying? He ain't out here like wildin'. He ain't trying to smash on Jones. He ain't trying to smash on like Yuffie. You know what I'm saying? He won't try to smash on Yuffie or Aerith or nothing like that. Or Tifa. That man really been faithful, yo. That's a faithful.
I hope tonight goes well.
That's what faithful dude.
So do I. But I wonder why he's so nervous.
Especially he's a teenager too. His hormones be raging and stuff. I'm surprised he hasn't even tried. Like, I'm pretty sure if this game was like rated like immature, rated T for teen. I think it is rated T for teen. If this joke was like a strong T for teen, he'd be trying. I'm pretty sure they'd been like, yo, I'm trying to get at that. What's good with it? But anyway, now we just left, and now we're going to Beast Castle. And we're going to see what's up with the organization. And it looks like they're about to do the nostalgic dance room ball. Performance. You know, that's in the movies, and you know Belle got the nostalgic old school dress on.
Important.
And Beast got, you know what I'm saying, the nice little, you know what I'm saying, Belle looking all nice and stuff. My man Beast looking dashing. And what they say, as they say. And that blue and that blue and yellow, that's a nice little touch, man. I need me a touch like that.
Donald!
They about to go ahead and hit this. First time we came here, they had a fight in the ballroom, which was one of my favorite boss battles in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Now then, monsieur, mademoiselle, please enjoy the evening. And of course, our honored guests are welcome too.
Welcome indeed.
The organization!
You don't know what to quit.
Get out!
Not tonight.
I've come to take something you hold very dear. Yes, let your anger glow.
This is probably one of the
Beast, we have to get rid of these
shortest
guys first.
missions in the game, which is probably why I think. Wait, what? Whoa. Why was? Wait a minute. Why the heck Goofy jumped? What the heck? The heck? Yo, that's weird. I don't know how that thing was like that. I'm glad I fixed it. It's probably like Goofy was dying like when I was in Mulan level because he didn't have anything.
Get out!
Let's go.
Yeah, this is one of the most easiest boss battles. I mean, easiest missions, which is one of the reasons why I always thought like they should have kept his story in Hollow Bastion like they did the first game, instead of having his own castle or having at least a branch off. Because a lot of the princesses in this game, a lot of them have to do with the actual plot of the story. Like in the first game, you know, they were the 7 Princes of Heart, and they were all captured and taken, and they were all, you know, by Maleficent to have Kingdom Hearts. But you need 13 Princes of Heart and 7 Secrets of Darkness. Well, you need the 13 Secrets of Darkness and 7 Princesses of Heart. Well, you need 7 Pure Lights and 13 Pure Darknesses, and you have 20 pieces. Gives you 20 pieces, or the balance, to create Kingdom Hearts, which is very Star Wars-esque in a sense. It's very Star Wars-esque. But yeah, that's what pretty much he wants. What Xehanort wants. Which I don't understand why they never like. Why didn't they at least like have Old Man Xehanort in the game? Even though at this point, yes, he's not his true self, right? Because his body is gone. But he returns once you defeat Xemnas, Xehanort comes back. But also, but Terra is not the same too, because his heart hasn't necessarily returned. It just went back to the natural state. But it's kind of weird how, it's why I always be like, okay, what's going on with, like, why is Xehanort around, but, like, Xehanort's around, but Terra isn't, and it kind of confuses me, because I'm trying to think, like, it's just a little weird. Like, is Terra dead? because when in 0.9, which was also supposed to be the prologue to Kingdom Hearts 3, which is what Tetsuya Nomura said, but they were like, it's gonna be too much. You know, it was too much stuff going on in the game. They weren't gonna be able to fit it all in one game. So they were like, we're just gonna separate it, we're gonna make it its own separate thing. That was a cash grab. Which I don't entirely think is necessarily not true, but I also think that they made it that way. They're like, we have to package this. Like, Square Enix, Disney, they do a good job of packaging their products. Because this is a Disney game. And so they have full funding. I'm like, this is all profit going to Disney and Square Enix collectively. But so they have full funding. Like the Kingdom Hearts 3 has full funding. It's not mistaken. Like, this game is probably, their budget for this game, or for that game, is probably, as far as budget is concerned, they probably don't want to use a lot of the budget, but at the same time, like, they're not gonna be broke. They're not gonna be broke making Kingdom Hearts 3. I can tell you that right now. Square Enix is they're gonna make sure that this game is going to be legit. Especially, this is their cash cow. This is one of Square Enix cash cows. So they're gonna make sure this game is going to be legit. They're gonna make sure this game is going to be everything that they know it to be. Also, I am free. Ooh. I need some defense gems and stones and crystals to make that. Save the Queen. I think that is Donald's. If I'm not mistaken, that's Donald's ultimate weapon, Save the Queen. So I'm gonna need some more items. And hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a sword because I'm gonna use that teamwork. I need that teamwork limit to go to Donald, and I'm gonna give this a sword. But why is Donald's? This is weird. I don't know why UV defense is like the lowest out of everyone. Oh well. I ain't gonna trip about it. I'm definitely not gonna trip about that. They ain't gonna need more cash. Alright. Look, I need more of this. Yeah. Alright. So we're gonna go to Beast. Oh. But like I was saying earlier, I don't know why they never like hinted at Old Man Xehanort, or they talked about Aqua Adventures, because I don't know why they never talked about it, because they're at the end of the game. There's a secret ending with them in the game. They're heartless. I think that's the mushroom guy. If I'm not mistaken, that's the mushroom nigga. Anyway, I think he's in here. And I love leveling up because it's very easy to do. In this game, leveling up in this game is significantly easy. That's why this game is a little bit easier to play than Kingdom Hearts 1, because Kingdom Hearts 1 is a little bit more slower, methodical. Kingdom Hearts 2 is more, like I've always said, Kingdom Hearts 1 reminds me of old school RPG, like that old school action type of RPGs, like an old school RPG type of game, a real-time game, reminded me like a Star Ocean. Kingdom Hearts 2 reminds me of like modernized. It reminds me of like the what it is. It's the Kingdom Hearts 2 is the basis of Final Fantasy 15. I've always said that. Like Kingdom Hearts 2 is the reason why Final Fantasy 15 is the way it is. Like Final Fantasy 15 looks just like Kingdom Hearts 2. It plays just like Kingdom Hearts 2. It has that Devil May Cry, almost the action, like it's almost like a button mashing type of game. But Kingdom Hearts is you know, hardcore gamers. That's kind of like a lazy description if you talk about what Kingdom Hearts is. It's very lazy to call Kingdom Hearts 2 like a button mash. It's very lazy to call it that. And also Kingdom Hearts 2 opens up a first-person action RPG. Reminds you of Skyrim and all those first-person games. Come on, fat boy.
I copied you.
I see you did.
And today was my last day of lab.
Oh, okay, good.
So all done with Fridays. You know, like next week is the last week.